Hello guys, this is Marcus again, bringing to you one more tutorial. And as usual, I did some sort of structure so I can introduce you and walk you through all the things that I decided to present here, to teach here, to demonstrate here, you know me. And I don't know if you realize it, maybe if you are following my channel for a long time, you realize it. But I created about 21 tutorials on material design components, right? And then I decided to do the same with prototyping, doing interactions, micro interactions, user flows, and things like this. And after that, maybe I will come back to do more material design tutorials, or maybe I will move on to do more things, because there are a lot of cool things that I want to show you. I want to record tutorials of more things into design field. So be tuned. Maybe sometimes I don't record tutorials the way that I was expecting to record, because I have my current job, I have other activities to do. But like I normally say, when I have free time, I like to come back here and to have this side project, which I really do love to have. So today we are going to talk a little more about interactions and triggers and things like this. So our summary for today, it is in curve or is in curves. So what is this? Is in curves. When does that happen? Well, when the user is taken from the page E to the page B, is being actually. Just a moment, is being go this way. Yes, yeah. Infinitive, I think, no matter. So when does that happen? When the user is being taken from the page E to page B, when some animations get on and off the page. What are the recommendations? Use to communicate movement, use to express emotion. So we use this easing curve to express emotion, to communicate movement, because micro interactions, they really have an important role when we are talking about user experience in general, which includes UI design, UX design. So types of easing curves we will see in details. The linear one, easy in, is out, is in and out, is in back, is out back, is in and out back, and custom is in Bezier. We also will have a look to at actually spring animation presets. So that is the gentle one, quick, bouncy, slow, and custom. So I'm talking. The best way to memorize, to see, to learn is to observe someone doing the job. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So here we have these references which I worked on, and I tried to do a really cool thing. Actually, I didn't try, I did a really cool thing. So I brought here some reference, some context, so you can understand a little better that. So here we have this linear. I am calling that kind of flat speed, and I mean by that, it doesn't accelerate in the beginning and doesn't accelerate in the end, doesn't slow down, not here, not there, just flat, constant. It's kind of robotic and also constant. So people can use to go from one screen to other screen, for example, in some interface, and it's gonna be cool. So let me just jump in and show my user interface. So let's see this first one. I did the trigger the interaction already, so I'm going to prototype tab, and here I have this flow number 9. I'm going to call this one linear. All right, so just for a matter of organization, because I normally use a really huge big file, so it's important to have things organized so I don't get myself lost. So let's play it. I have just the way to go. To come back, I will hit the shortcut. It is the key R. So let's see that. I click here. See, it's linear, and I press R. I come back without any animation, just to restart the flow. So I'm gonna click here again. See, it's linear. When I'm doing some interface that I want to have, for example, a progress bar, I could have something like this. Or let's suppose that I'm creating some video player, music player. So normally I go this way, linear. I can show you something really cool over here. A couple of time ago, when we were creating interfaces, components, and things like this, we did some tutorial really cool. Let me see if I can remember that. The picker table slider one. See what I'm talking about. We can use in this sort of situation when the song is being played, and then this bar will progress really linear, you know, without having any type of curve, without being faster or slower, just going the way it should go. Okay, it's a good example, I suppose so. So then we will do together those interactions. The next one that we have here, it's named easy in. It speeds at the end, so let me correct it here. Speeds at the end. So in the situations that I imagine we can use that is smooth transitions, sluggish transitions, for example. Let me copy this name from here like I did previously in the other flow. Number 2 is gonna be this one, and then let's play. Let's see what happens. See, it starts slow and then it speeds up in the end. Let me repeat that. Cool, right? So we got this second one. So see that smooth transitions. Okay, so you can imagine many types of situations. Let me try to bring a little more of context over here. Let me see our first prototype, for example. I don't know if you watched my previous tutorials. I hope so. If you didn't, I recommend you to turn around, actually step back, turn around and go to watch them, because I did a lot of them. So just to explain a little better what I'm talking about, let's suppose here we are talking about that. When we did this tutorial, that was really simple. I suppose I remember, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I remember that this one was really simple, easy to do, you know, without transitions and things like this, a lot of animations. I'm not even in the right place. Final prototype is the right one. So we go next, previous, next, see, but we don't have any type of those transitions that I was talking. So just to refer to that a little better, let's suppose that when I want to go to the next page, I have a lot of things here, right? So I have navigate. This is the one that I want to have, and then we have many things here. For example, smart image. Oops, I did something wrong. Navigate, dissolve. Oops. Moving. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on. So I was trying to demonstrate how we can set that, but something is doing wrong, so no matter. So but we can do these transitions, like the transition starts slow then gets faster, like, oh, I'm going to this page, and then, you know, that sort of animation can bring some kind of joy or surprise or delightful moment to the user. So we can use this way. Let me come back to the place that we were before. Next one, we got this is easy out. So if I click here, like I was trying to show you, on click, navigate, smart animate, this is the place I was trying to demonstrate before in the other flow, but I don't know what's going on, something wrong, I couldn't find that, so that's okay. It's exactly here. So we have on click, navigate to smart animate, and then we have all the things here that I was talking about. We have linear, easy in, out, in and out, in back, out back, in and out back, and custom, then gentle, quickie, bouncy, slow, custom, spring. So we're going to cover all of them today, don't worry. So I was talking about this one here, is out. So it slows at the end, so it is out. Let me copy from here. This one's going to be the number 3, I'm quite sure about that. So normally I can use this sort of animation when I'm moving object into view or when I want to reinforce visual information. Let's play that to see what happens. I'm bringing simple examples, you know that. But then when you are building your own interfaces, you can use really doing that between screens and buttons, animations, and so on. See, it slows at the end. Starts faster, then slows. Cool. Then next one. Oops. Let me go down. We got this easy in and out. Slow, faster, slow. So starts slow, then goes faster, then gets slow again. This one's gonna be the number 4, if I'm not wrong. So it is smooth and brings this kind of responsive thing. Okay. So let's play it. See, slow, fast, slow. Let's repeat that. Slow, fast, slow. Easy in and out. Cool. Let's go to the next one. This one's gonna be number 5. We are going to talk about easy in back. Let me copy from here. Number 6, I suppose so. If I'm not wrong, let me check. Oops, did wrong. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, number 5. Okay. This one here, back at the beginning, right? Then goes ahead. It's good for some bounce situation, anticipation, prepare for the action. Okay, so let's play. Did you get that? It goes back and then goes ahead. So we can imagine many sort of situations to apply these principles, this concept. And I also recommend you to check the 12 principles of Walt Disney. The 12 principles of Walt Disney, because it's really older, kind of from the 40s, the 50s, and the animators, when they were drawing by hand, animating by hand, they normally use those principles to move characters. So it's pretty cool, and they are brought into this interface designing, things like this currently. Cool one. Next, now the number 6, we are going to talk about is out back. Ahead, then comes a little back at the end. So let's go with the number 6. When I can use this, when I'm moving object into view, smooths the ends of the main action. Let's play. Did you get that? So, for example, when we want to make a button appear on the screen, some notification, or even when we are going from one screen to the other screen, so we can imagine, we can test, like when we are doing connections, triggers. It's not the better idea to use linear is in. We can test many of them and see which one is better for pass the information that we want to pass in that moment. Is that some aha moment? Is that some moment of concerning? I don't know. You decide the better way to use that. Once more. Cool. So let's go ahead because we have a lot of work to do today. So here we got this anticipatory bounce is in and out back. Back, ahead and back. Let's see in practice how that works. The number will be 7 for now. We're getting there. Let's play. See, we can use in many sort of situations. For example, Duolingo. Duolingo has a lot of cool micro interactions when the user is there studying English, Spanish, French, let me see which more, Russian, German, I don't know, many of them, many languages for free. And then when the user goes from one grade to the other grade, when the user accomplish some prize, something like this, some animation will appear. Normally that character, that green one will appear, do something here and there, and then will disappear. So this sort of movements will represent what the character is doing there. So it's pretty cool. Let's see the number 8, custom bezier. It's manually easing values. I said that was a number 8. I'm gonna copy from here. It's customed curves. Let's see on Prezi. See, I did a crazy thing here. We don't use anything like this in our interface. That could be in some game, for example, when the character did something wrong and then it's necessary to die, or you know, something went wrong and we want to warn the user like, oh, something wrong is happening. I just can't imagine in some situation like this. So manually, we are going to see all of that in detail, so don't worry, just trust me and come with me. So that was the number 8. Now we are going to the number 9, spring animation presets. This one, gentle. They are presets like it's written over here. Great for scaling content. Great for scaling content. Good when we scale content, right? So now it's gonna be number 9. Let's play that and see this preset. See, it's a cool preset, almost equal we were doing before. Another preset. Great for toasts and notifications. Good for notifications. This one, this quick, is gonna be the number 10. It's hard to remember things while speaking a lot of things, so don't get crazy with me. Yeah, too much, but we got the point. Now it's gonna be number 11, right? Let's type here 11. And bouncy, it's good for delightful moments. Let's see how that is, and then we can imagine some situation to use those animations. Let's see. This curve, see, it's like a ball bouncing, like a basketball, like bounce, 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 until that stops. Let's play again. I'm exaggerating here, okay? I'm exaggerating. I'm doing, you know, too much just to reinforce, to pass the message. So I think that you got my point. Okay, bouncy number 12 now. Let's see. 12, it's gonna be slow. Slow down little by little. Good to scale up full screen content. Let's see how that works for real. Just cool. Slow, 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 and stops. Number 13, I think that this one is the last one. Then we will go hands-on, as the name of this channel, hands-on design. This one's gonna be the custom. You do your own curves. I did something really crazy over here just to demonstrate that we can do many sort of different things, like something for a video game, or I don't know. The imagination is the limit. The sky is the limit, and your imagination also is the limit. So now it is time to do together, right? So we have our briefing here, our task. Let's see, let's read that. We need to do 3 things, right? 3 easing curves. First one, create one flow with easy in back. Okay. Then create one flow with custom bezier. And finally, create one flow with gentle spring animation. Okay, let's do that. So we have the enough space here. Let me, I need to show my UI. It's sad, but I can't do my flows inside of here because I do frames into frames, and then prototyping things won't be right. I showed you before in other tutorials and I got troubled. So okay, so let's think about a flow. We can even step back to things we did before, like, let me see, date picture. We didn't do flows over here, table, I don't know. Let's see. Yes, we can use this one here. I will copy. I expect you, I don't know if you did this tutorial, but I hope so. If you didn't do, we can use your imagination, your creativity, and follow the tutorial the way that we should do. Okay, so what will be the idea over here? See, we just need to apply easy in back. I just want to see what happens when we apply the easy in back. But for do that, we need to come back here to the design tab. And then I want to have, I need to create more interfaces in between the two of them. Because let me imagine it that I will, oh, actually we don't need to. I will tap here and all the items will be selected, right? And then I think that I need some feedback message like, okay, you selected all of them. Or I don't know, I'm just wondering. Okay, so let's do the thing in an easy way. So I will select this one here. Let me come back to prototype. I want to have some interaction here. It's gonna be click. So when the user clicks here, the user goes to this page, right? and then the user can come back to the previous one. No. Now I saw what I talked before. I really need to have more screens, right? You will see what I'm talking about. First, I have to select, right? So I will click here. Then all the items will be selected, and then I can go next. And then I will create some really simple and easy feedback message, something like let's see, some boring thing just to train. Okay, you selected all. Let me change it here, auto width. You selected all the items, something like this, just to train. And I can even remove that just to train, just like this. Okay, so now we can do the interaction, because the focus of this tutorial is the interaction. So when the user taps here, right, the user comes here. Then when the user taps here, the user will unselect all the things. The user can come back using this button, click twice here to go ahead. Cool. Now we have a lot of interactions. Let me copy this name. Briefing easy in back. I'm gonna call this way, or briefing easy in back. And now we will apply all the way this this option. So on click, right? We connected on click. We could, for example, click twice. Let me zoom in. Click twice here in this specific checkbox. Now there we go. And to come back, the same thing, just to be more precise, right? And we come back here. Okay, now it's okay. And then let's select this connector. So on click, navigate to is correct. Then we have this moving. We are going to change to smart animate. And then we have all these informations over here. Let's test linear at first, okay? When I want to apply in all of them, I can like click out. So when I click out, I can see all of them, right? If I press and hold shift, let's click here. See, I can see all of them. So I can apply the same trigger, the same animation. So see, smart animate, and then linear. Let's see linear. Just play. See, you can select and unselect, and then go ahead. You selected all the items, so we don't have way to come back. We need to press R. So we got the point, linear. Okay. But here, this animation is too simple. There is no movement. But here we can have some movement, I think so. Let's see what we can do. When the user goes from here, animation smart animate. When we go like with other animations, see, we were talking about smart animate, right? But if the user tries, for example, moving, it's possible too. And then we have all the things that we talked about. Okay? So for this one, let's suppose that we want, for this one here, smart animate, it's okay. Let's press and hold shift so we can select the three of them. Smart animate, linear, it's okay. But then in this case, I don't want to have smart animate. I can go with push. See the animation over here. Push. Let's try push. Push linear. Okay. Now let's play. So we select and select. When we select, we can go ahead and we have this linear push. Okay, linear push. And then when we go with this linear push, we can control its time too. Let's type here. See the difference. It's slow now. Select and I go slow. Okay, you can do different just to train, just to start making your mind thinking a little more broad. I think so. It's gonna be good for us, for you, for me, for everybody that is involved in this plan to take over into the UI industry. Just kidding. Okay, so let's train other ones. We can have a lot of them. I will train just here in this one to be faster. So linear, right? Easy in. Let's see easy in. Play. Select and go. Did you realize the easy in thing? Like I showed you before, easy in is just like this one here. The second one. See, speeds at the end. Sometimes it's hard to see, but it's there. See, we select here, it's normal. But did you realize it's speed up a little in the end? So let's come back, because we have more things to cover. Now let's try other one. We are not changing push. We're smart and matching layers. I don't know. I don't think so. So easy in and out. Let's see out now. Let's see the difference. It seems like it slows at the end, right? Slows. Let's see if we are right or wrong. See, slows at the end. So you got the point, right? In and out. Play. Cool. Again. So you can use the way you want, but it's good to see what sort of things we can do. Cool. So this one too, let's see there, in and out. See, slow, faster, slow. Sometimes it's subtle, it's just a little bit and it's hard to see, but it's there. It's there. And also we can customize. I won't show all of them again because I showed it before, you know. I spent all the tutorial all the way showing that. But sometimes when we want to have something more, you know, the curves more, demonstrating more what we want to show, we can select, for example, easy in and out here, right? Then we change to custom Bezier, and here we can see the custom thing. And now we can adjust a little bit like this, for example, a little bit like that. And we are in the same logic, but we adjust it, we tweak it, we improve it a little bit. See, now it's more obvious, if you agree with me. Now I can see better. So for any of them, you can go there, like select what you want in terms of easing curves, and then you can unselect and go to the custom Bezier, and then you can do your own curve, but based on the previous preset. I will go even ahead just to show you what we can do. We have the freedom to do the way we want, but based on presets, it's gonna be much better. So see now, we select, unselect, Then we go. See? Faster, quick. And then we can decide, too faster, let me slow down a little bit. Too slow, let me speed up a little bit. So, like I was telling before a couple of minutes ago, we have the freedom to do the things the way we want, okay? Pretty cool. So let's go to our briefing. Create one flow with easy in back. So let me select in this part here. I can select all of them here too, but I don't think they will show any difference because there is no movement when we are selecting things over here, right? There is no movement, so this is the problem. Not exactly a problem, but it won't be shown the way that we want. So this is what I want to tell you. But let's go there. Let's go. That was easy in back. I don't remember anymore. Easy in back. Yes. So we can go with this easy in back, right? Easy in back, and then we can change, like I told you before, easy in back. Then we can open it here and change to custom Bezier, not custom Spring, but custom Bezier. And I'll see. Let's play just to see if that's cool, is good for us. See, yeah, it's possible to understand, but you have the flexibility, the possibility of changing that. But I think that you got the point. You can also, for example, oh, it's custom, right? So I can come back to easy in back, just like this. We can change the time. When that happens, the direction too. It's not the matter of this tutorial because we did that before in other tutorials, right? You can remember that. But we can change if you want. It's not a problem. And then you see like, oh, it's different. It's cool. I don't know if I want to use that, but it's cool. It's good to learn. See? Cool. So yeah. So now we covered our first part. Our first. Let me come back just like this. The right way, in my personal opinion, is in back. So we did. Now I want to duplicate this flow. Let me come back to design tab. Now let's duplicate. The next one, it's gonna be custom Bezier. Oh, we were talking about custom before, but now it's gonna be custom again. So I don't have a starting point for this flow, so let me click here. Briefing. Custom Bezier. So like I told you before, we can, for example, apply. Let me press and hold shift so I can, oops, not like this. Oops, Control Z. I did something wrong. So now with shift, I can select all of them. Let me apply some like this, easy in and out back. And now I will custom even more. See, I will push here and like this and like this and like the direction. So let's see what we did. Select over here. Whoops. Yeah. See the possibilities. I'm not telling you that you are going to use that in a project for real, in a professional project, but it's important to see like you can use, but in certain situations, you know, not all the time, like some crazy application, but it's important to see, to study, to realize. See, sometimes I like to explore, to extrapolate. I like to go on and beyond, you know, just to, oh, it's possible to do. But now that I know what is possible to do, I don't want to do exactly like this. I want to do a little more softer, more controlled, more subtle, and this is the way that we approach those things. Okay, now let's go to the last one. Okay, the last one, let me come back to design tab. The last one is gentle. See, I will press Ctrl D, duplicate, I will move down. I didn't name it properly, my screens, but I recommend you should do that because you have more time than I do. So, okay, now we will come back to prototype. Let's press and hold Shift so we can select here, 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 and here. Gentle. So now it's time to open it here. Custom. We have a lot of them. I showed you before, like gentle, bouncy. Let's play bouncy. Just to bouncy will be pretty similar to what we were doing before. I don't have a starting point here. Let me create. Let me name it riffing. I'm gonna call it gentle. But I applied bouncy. We will change that later. See, bouncy. Now you know that it doesn't make a lot of sense in this case. So in some cases, right, we use that, but on the other hand, we don't use all the time, like I was telling you before. I was talking about gentle. Let's see quickie, for example, and let's change direction. Let's see what happens. Move in, we can change, like push, you know, because we can customize many things at once. Like we can customize here, customize here. Our focus is here in this part, in this section, but also we can customize here, 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 but the focus is here. Okay, let's see quick. See, it's possible to use too. Quick. And let's see gentle. Gentle, I'm gonna change to let's see, dissolve. I don't know. Let's see, dissolve. It's too gentle. I wanna something more with more personality. Let's say this way. Smart animate. Let's check smart animate. Not either. Let's check. Push. Let's see push. See? Okay guys, I think that you got my point. You understood what I was trying to pass, trying to bring here for this tutorial, and I hope that you train more, do more, test more by yourself, and then this way you can grow a lot. Trust me, I'm telling the truth. I have been playing this game for decades, and then training, you know, in my free time, creating side projects, personal projects, prepare me when I have to play for real in the real big game. I'm prepared because I train it a lot, you know. Training is never waste of time, so train. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial because I enjoyed doing that, and I hope to see you in the next one. Stay safe, take care, and bye.